Morning from the Appalachian Trail. I'm listening to those crows talking to each other. It is February 18th, 2026, and it is day 6, I believe, yes, of my Appalachian Trail Thru Hike. I'm sitting here in my tent. It's probably close to 7 a.m. having some Lucky Charms. My mom never let us have sweet cereal when we were kids unless we were on vacation. So I'm treating the whole thru hike sort of like a, vacation in quotes. I think she would agree. It's appropriate. I can have sweet cereal. But I'm gonna pack up here soon and get moving. I slept okay-ish last night, better than I expected, given how much my sleeping pad deflated, probably half a dozen times. But I was pretty tired, so slept all right considering the circumstances. So I just took a picture of this blaze on this particular tree because it's one of my favorite trees in the forest. This is a Carolina silver bell, and the reason I can tell just immediately is the bark is kind of this purplish gray hue. It just has a very distinct look, and it kind of looks like flaky potato chips. But in the spring, this guy is gonna have some gorgeous blooms. They're little white, they look like bells, and that's where they get their name, Carolina silver bells. There's a little woodpecker. He's right there in the center of the screen. So lunch for today is jalapeno orzo. This is a backcountry foodie recipe. She has a great website, and you can pay, I can't remember, a one-time fee to get all her recipes, like 175 of them. But I think she's shutting it down soon, and she's going to make a cookbook. But this is a good one. It starts with orzo, and then you add all these dehydrated ingredients to it, of course, jalapeno being one of them. And then when you're here to eat it, after you reconstitute it, you add packets of mayonnaise. So it's kind of like a cold pasta salad. It's really yummy. Well, the view is usually really good at the top of Albert Mountain Fire Tower, but not today. Doesn't matter. Having a great time. 100 miles in. So I'm in camp in my cozy little tent. Hopefully it'll be cozy, and it's raining a little bit right now, and I'm hoping it hasn't sprung any leaks like my air mattress, but one more night before I get to go home and trade it out. But I alluded to a campsite that I was going to stay at tonight that was pretty darn special to me, and that's where I am. Gosh, at least 30 years ago, I camped here with my mom on New Year's Eve, and she was not a backpacker. She was very adventurous, but not in this way. But she did not like the idea of me going by myself, and I was a brand new baby backpacker in my early 20s, and she insisted on going with me. So I had been saving up all my money to get decent gear at REI and Outfitters. She had none. So we went to Walmart and got a sleeping bag for her. I shudder now at the thought of what I did, because I would never do this now. I can't believe we didn't die. It was so cold. I remember starting the fire with my Whisper Light stove. They come with these big bottles of fuel, and probably some of the people who are old enough to remember know exactly what I'm talking about, but I remember putting that on the fire just to get it started because I was having trouble. I can't believe I'm even admitting that, but we froze our butts off. It was so cold. I could not get my stove to prime and light easily because of the cold, and we had cold potato soup in my tent. I remember eating it in the tent, and I remember just thinking this night will never end, and I'm sure she felt double that because this wasn't even her thing. But it was the kind of mom she was, and Lord, I'm gonna start crying, but she protected her flock. But anyway, I miss her so much. She died in 2010, and she would not understand this through hike. She would say, "Girl, I don't know about you," but she would have supported it, and she would have been watching this video and cheering me on every step of the way. So she was the best. But I did come back and camp here again on a happier note, as my grandfather would say, with my dog Cessna. My dad found her at the airport where he keeps all his planes, and that's why she has the name Cessna. But she was a great dog. She was at Auburn with me when I was in vet school, and we came back up here because I wanted to do this loop with my mom that we never did because it was too damn cold. We hightailed it out the next morning, and then Cessna and I came back that spring and did the loop. And we camped right here. And I remember Cessna being a little nervous because she kept hearing things outside the tent. And I kept singing Christmas carols. I don't know why. It was probably the only songs that I remembered all the words to. But I remember singing Christmas carols. And the next day, coming across Boy Scouts that just thought it was so cool that she had her own backpack. So, happy memories. It's a little bittersweet to be here, and it feels just like starting the AT, kind of like that was somebody else's life even. It was so long ago. But good memories, and sorry for crying. Wasn't expecting that. I'm going to make my potato soup tonight, and probably make it a little warmer than I had it with my mom. But yeah, hang on to those good memories you got with the loved ones. If you got a mom, still hug her tight. You're lucky to have her. So, good night.